Nana no yomo watch makwa ngoma mensimu echiremu a asa
court to kwa assembly no wasen we to asheda
ene chama wuntumi ebra na nko so kwa Accra High Court wan kodu ntamo na ye say yemfa bench warrant enkofa no no okopie ho ama omo sa atwe esensen
na wo amanoni insemu no epuemu ewo oye Jamaica eminmu a inframa to bubuntumbi ruta inde worichem do zo ye ne baba ye pa
some na foforo bi eka we ho don hwe ba kon ene ye de be somo ye de aseda ama express group also for akwantu mu nsem nyina be dan no o kwoto o ko visit ana pe so kusua de ticket hu bibia wo ye ne kama wo won kran sunya ne tamale chakrade ne komase asafu labor roundabout ho ene o mabro sign no na just more construction enso e we do God FM 0555 550061 0555 550067 eso
Bosheba electricals in Kania papa and in the home appliances ho ena ogu solar and rechargeable fan so be ani na odi boy papa as low as 170 Ghana cedis e benye be dum PZ KJT market e dum prisons runabout Bosheba building no in Afri and Tatakufo Abrosan Dynamo one sabaka Bosheba ho friend 0536095966
ya somo enumre eyeme Mame efia nyako papa bi ena
uncle ebo baini
adishemai ma ye shekase bonase e di amamo ye shase watwoma kwa nwoma mansimu na ye atwoma traditional council no ye mpanimfo ne nananom ye wo ho ene omanfo bi na omakasa omutire wo pa esase yibone ene ye yi wo mo no ene sen omukire mu a asabia construction ya omode omakwan no contract ama na wo yi kwan no asa kwan no wo ye asa wonye ene waje na jeje mu na potholes montimon kan ko a nti omo so de car e faso ne na obo joint na etu e kan ko a maka current mi faso a ha wo monti de omo kan se ni manimu ya empanimfo nhye asabia construction na kwan no omewie se de ho bo kyensem etie
ahemfo kwara so ne atwemam patemu de wonani a enje won akwan ho atoja won sentrefo nhyiamu na nate eku ansa otoso mienu a oya atwema hene chia me penni efre aban se wonko wonmoa na onsesa won kwan nyeni no ochia me penni na nate eku de nchechiremu ba se asabia constructions mechire adwumako yi a oye kwan no se wodi mfidie begu kwan ne so no mfie nwotwiniye nanso nsesaye bia anase nkwani mu bia mmemu na de obo omodene nso ye no nsuo asai kwan no but one how to just say oto won safre no mpem bebre nanso wanyi ne ti ameti ekudi ye ka ho ahemfo akeka ho beni atwemani fahene na efri ye taki a otoso miensa denchamo so hene na redu akropani ene atwemakwan mu hene dentiemu denden afrese wo mesesa okwanyi no na oditu just say okwanyi no ada no edipefe se onfata se wo ye omkwan ede ma wo mo na odi adesede kase ma ban se obeyi de ofata se obetumi aye omkwan no ama wo
so yetu wana mo na no kwasem ni nyina na antentam ni na ne se asabia empanifo anaga na ban eye na na dodan kwafo adode eye contract ema no wadi ehwamo wadi atuma ehwamo wantumi anye kwan na amaye asabia yo bi a ofre no kwan so awomfa ana nananom na ahia hodo pi asabia ekwan wadi atumafo afaso no eso behwe emfutura ekum yekuro yifo enuma se na se afi sanso ana enuma hodo tise school so akese wa eya ahoye gibia de wa ni nyina ekulase baabi a yegina ye kasa sese ha ni the main road nanso sanse kwan nyenti no cars ni na daveti a ofa baabi a eye kubjob ebeye maaye bia kitwa bi ne efaso ntiri yasem tie wa ye ken na ne se asabia ntumi moaye Ghana ban na daroma onje kwan no wonpe obi obetumi abo atmafo na nu se oboaye ne a se de tie bia na atmafo nso ye bekai yenso yasene nimonyam
yeru an nkru ahodo fitu ohwumase kade to aso ama na mabrefofo afa fitu de ne fo ase e de kote bomu a de ko pie manso 2017 January mu Sabia Constructions. Obaye. Obaye na sema ni se ekwan ya diamano. Sabre no mene assembly member wo ye pese so na budi bi sa ne koye. Ikoshia no abonsua ehwumasin su da wono abonsua mu. No abone campo enu achi wa de camp ne ba atwuma boko. Yasam ni se ekwan wo yeto acheme no na driver fo nyina da na no nyina da ene yusu madaruma me road na yasam ni se ekwan timpon na nkasa ma ye hu ye kuro no asabia da roma kwan asi ya de sede ne se ena asabia ye wa na twoge pofafo no fe na omfa na nanu ma be pofo wo kwan so adonte friend wonfa
na wocho no man Ghana yanta asampa the former first lady na kunadu Ajman Rollins nya meto nsa friend de omampanyin his excellency John Romani Mahama akopue mu wo honi fia ode ya konsema kunadu ena ne ebusuan no omampanyin kade abakosema na kunadu eji ato ho no obiara nyi ho obotum wetum na wedu dem abakosem no.
And so there's a lot that can be said, and I'm sure that when the tributes come to be written, we will have a wholesome story about her role as First Lady in Ghana. And so on behalf of the people of Ghana, the government, I want to extend our sympathy and condolence to the family, and to say that we will work closely with the family. We're waiting for the family to meet and tell us what their desires. But I just want to announce as president that we shall give her a state funeral. The family can do the traditional funeral after the state funeral. And so once we know what the dates are, we will do the program, and the state will give her the full honors that she deserves as our former First Lady and Mother of the Nation. And so I thank you very much and accept my condolences once again.
Charles Kwadwo Suda Dilumba ni wuachi nsensem ne nani yo ho ne yere akosi asewa ena presla wo se odobroni ensensem na abepie mu wo court de obeyi kuna ene ho nsem na ene eye court mpanifo tena ase eye Kumasi High Court 5 amade otina adwam her ladyship Mrs. Dorinda Smith Arthur wodi atudwa achemu se fiada ena obesa atena asem no so no wodi na chemu aba na sade nsem no ekoye ewo court hobi
to court akwasitina efa Priscilla Osei idea dodo na de nim no ani odobroni ene akosia sewa nipa obetina kuna kete so e de amada de lumba Charles Kwadwo Fosu sese yeboni din ne kan ase ne so onka ati asefo no ho ebra asem ni be pi asem di bia da edin kan no lawyer omugina mu de ma Priscilla Osei idea dodo na de nim no ani odobroni e kire akosia sewa eni tumi se ode asem no ebeba court say maye makwan ma ye nyi efun na ye nya yi ene court pass tema boss ensem ni nyina gu judge awotena na adwama ma lawyers ni nyina eda ba ko so mfa ntiesie nkrata bia wo so de ba court na be dia dance na ebo ma asem die na timi ekoso ensem bia na ekoso e wo court ni say Priscilla Osei odobroni ni lawyers e kire say akosia se wan krata edi adanse se wa ware no stamp e wo se esiso na esiso e na afi kwa tro no jama kasem no e krata afa miensa na nso nipa o translate the back English no e ne krata afa baako na so mo gituma enyeye no mo nyina mo koye ho adwuma nyame ya adoma efiada ekọ no de wo mu bia nso ye de baba ababsom lawyer Kusi ni din pa ni William Kusi ona ye lawyer e de ma akosia se wa owi court internase no o chiri mu de course e wo court ene
na application ni elu na ho baako abusua panyini aloya na de baaye se court nka se maame no entibi nsama e no oma e be start no mo withdraw case no enti court bo no guye ani yeso injunction e kopɛ no court and grant injunction no say obedi asem no before December 6 na year no be koso no enti wa man say yen file en krata by 25th of November no ama judgment
enkrata be na mun file
been filing reply been filing directions because yen filing ni na and file we are ni abedi asem
na se ebusia ebetimi akọ emu no ho ene eye ni nhihye na de edaso gina
ho ba
na tete ho no
na in fact yen ka se ebusia timi ko mu ho amu ho yesi akuso se wan kwa na eyire court Nicholas akuso se wan kwa na eyire na omo no kwa nyekuna Assemblea.
No so ho asem no court say dey.
Say nyani. Afini.
Modem krata no ni nyina waje atu.
The young filing here. Wama up to Friday. So be our krata be our filing.
Ese ma ho bo na nso na mba court na na.
Antisa. And there were type by applications me. And nearby, Nina has a quarter can was. Baako call my baako and quite my.
The uncle Mamono, dear, say, umbetimi.
Injunction, this shepherd to a moon. So, because this is a bedi assembly. I know what not to see there. Obedi assembly and 6 December now.
We are disappointed with the abbey.
Not at all. What's your ruling now? Why will I be disappointed? She did extensively well. And I'm not disappointed at all.
Onyamfo John Darko ye obi a otu idomkuma wo mrahye fo wo emresem mu na idomkuma wo mrahye bogom nam no do worbo oye abanlo ye panyin a na so yeso afo a ohwere atentene na do worbo no sombo de abandada otwom no mu ma a wode hone kegina senji bia no mpembe bia na hone nsam na wode nenam oye sentroju mu efirodo no no wole chem de hone nwange ho na otia oman Ghana mbra.
The AG says he is into this media circus because he doesn't want to be referred to as an incompetent Attorney General because he wasn't an incompetent lawyer. Please, Mr. Attorney General, competent AGs don't prosecute their cases in the court of public opinion. Competent AGs prosecute their cases in the court where evidence are subject to street proof. In criminal trials, he has a responsibility to prove his case beyond reasonable doubt. This is where you go. Put the evidence before the court. Let the lawyers of the other parties scrutinize the evidence. If it stands the test of time and the court pronounces them guilty, so be it. Why do we bring the evidence to the media for just this media circus to destroy the image of people even before they get a chance to open their defenses? As a people, we must rise up against this challenge. In the case of the Bufferstock CEO, the Attorney General referred to his investigation in a very sensational manner, calling it Rumble in the Jungle, certainly to create the impression of the guilt of the accused person in the case. Why does he call them lawless looters? Why does he call them, quote, criminal enterprise, people engaging in criminal enterprise, unquote? If I may ask, ladies and gentlemen of the media, how many of you, and I need a very fair answer from you, how many of you don't think that Hanan Abdul Wahab and his wife, Fazia Said Wuni, are guilty of all the charges against them, even before they open their defense in the court? How many of you don't think that they are guilty? How many of you, maybe after that you can give me the answers. How many of you don't think that Chamadun to me is guilty of all the charges?
And there a one cry high court, a branch, my Bernardine to both Yako, Chamadun to win a Dodona from Obas and Chaman New Patriotic Party MPP Amanuko, and their chairman, Emma or more, then some knows who could be more quarter no, Ben on crap power minute, 9:40 a.m. Not one call ye, and you know. A man penny for another penny or tea a jomu, as I saw more for bench warrant and quacher my wound to me, and Fano Emra. Bear minute you no echi, non do pepe pen or pio, into a pier and I say, and yabo paye, as a woman, any home samoa, into Nejina Moa could see Seduba power minute jasa and cono, 11:39 a.m. Nampenny for as I say, the bench warrant, a quack of Fano, and something in a chino, and I cancel, and I do jam with some name for a match my wound to me, and the appear could be. What did you just say? If you are young and since everyone no matter that can judge in the chambers into one and a catcher, I want to say, I will no court to non do, and it's over do non do.
Republic versus Chairman Awud to me, and I could tell my we presume that the time was 10 a.m., so we had prepared to come at 10 a.m. In any case, today's matter was a CMC. Case management conference, and Attorney General was supposed to serve us with the discoveries 1 week before today. We did not receive any such service, so we knew that we'll come to court and take another date for Attorney General to be able to serve us. Only for us to get to the court before 10 a.m. and be informed that the matter had been called and adjourned, and a bench warrant issued against Chairman Wontumi. We found that one disturbing, so we made an application to the registrar to ensure the court reconvened, because the client was already in the premises of the court, except that we mistakenly advised him that the matter will be called at 10. So the court came back to sit and rescinded the decision in respect of the bench warrant. So for now, the case stands adjourned to 4th of November at 9 a.m. in the court premises. Let us not continue to belabor the point. It is only.
And some way into your Quahomaso, near Nimrani, lawyer Ansu Diabo, Yawa private legal practitioner, Edin Como Afa in some way home. Council Yamawa Jomo Quababoy television so.
Yeah, more minute.
And then some Kakra course so Ewa Kra High Court, if I tell my wound to me, Bran also copy your court, your friend as a new any burn on Crapa minute 9:40 a.m. Not known to soon copy a bench warrant a car say young fan cofano. We are to a quarter now, and a year, Juma, Dubaco, a power minute, Jassa, Elco, 11:39, and that just almost a chess and say, you move Adisia patch, you move not Yantia, say, a castle for bench warrant to go for beer, with me, Pimu, and my yes, I chess and say, and I didn't a fat sans the Marina ever.
Madam, Mammy Falcon, and wait for you. Then the Kenny say, on the court, Ubinya criminal case, not for court. Not court, no money. The friendly bail. Court, no money. I didn't share to say, anytime be a court in the bedroom or say, Oba. Court in the Juma Yemuno, you don't know, it's on 8:30, not court a Juma Asta.
I shall see.
Na a thought the beer. Na lawyer for no any court na to me I agree say oh Casey your friend at 9 o'clock, Casey your friend at 10 o'clock, Casey your friend at 11 o'clock. Into 11 so na say your friend case na who accused person who ni wa na court no be fan say wo bu court na nimtia. Nti na che say wono nso ohun ya yehu enti na ye kan say obi mebeli wo no pasta no dia na che say ayem hihie na yeyem hihie say krachi anhwe na wo bedwane no ase wo ye adwane wona no say court no serve notice intentem na wo ba maniema o mai muni nyina te say abranti edase na yehwe na yenya no enti no woni bia wo behunu no che no na fa ne ma police form fa ni nsie na the next court date na omo de be hye no omo de naba na normally ne eya na ye ne se u ni tie se ne chama Wontumi ne lawyer ne kasa na o se na asenti ase bi wo ho se mo be free case no nondu na oya case no mo free ne na sa nondu no emai ndi se bibisa koso dia na chese ase mprepre hu bi so eye aha na normally enka lawyer for no futu a ye de wo de be ma client ko say wo de an opportunity no ma client ni kan o court ho sebe ya ye be free case no na se lawyer no kra ma ya otimeka se o me lawyer enam kwanso a wo ye de enti na bench warrant system no na afi
enti council aha pacho jina ha maye enti se court no be 8:30 na atena ase no eni wo se case we ni ebedi kan afre we ni ebedi kan afre ye free bia
yetimi free bia but the time bia ye be free na wo
so lawyer so cry na be wo na client ne ma ya lawyer ne betimi aka se client ne ba na and no dey just several cases no nko
no do that time na one we are now court to the judge discretion The two ones that lawyer could do court a woman. So to be at the safer side, there was a client and would be kind of court. But it be sure once sometimes because of your politics, the man your summer ye near money be or non lawyer no could have been so usuru say. And we are the client the kind could do. Na ya find the case be a family free all names and man. Be our own training. But I want in an make us say a cassette 10 o'clock there. There was any anchor or multi train 10 o'clock.
Now, cancel your case management conference now, say, not and no one to know catch the client and they say, Omra 10 a.m. and no air dean.
But your man won't come up.
Your case management conference, lawyer and the appeal could be cast and not and no one to know catch the client and no. Enu court no do na enu emramo na yedin
case management conference and they say yeah a lawyer for no na judge na kotena ase no my
chambers
why ya de be pass be di asem no e bi am nhese no mo be ye ne say asem bi ana hotwe bi e be friend impre no that bi ya be friend no ndu e friend no da ye be tana so bi a be ye no hwiri mienu baby I do be ani etu asheda so sa ntiasie no apam no na omukoye ewo case management conference hono
no nya court room angasa
but I say
nya court room angasa
no nya court room open court
okay
omoye ewo ana bia conference room bia ewo court ho but I know open court.
Yes, I say you who be almost say. Say kwabase nipa no. E wo say wo ba na wa ma mpre ba ko pe na wa ma yetimi issue bench warrant say yemfa nkofa na this etosu mienu miensa.
I know na there a judge in discretion. And in nipa no me hu say na esitie. Obi o a e bia first court na no na nipa no we sequence a wo dwane o. One bench warrant na mantem ama ubia ubehunu bia nchena ama na okaza yenko next adjournment ye bedu ono na nipa no odu ba bia okọ
na na chikwan ya ware
judge no discretion
okay
ana ba bia na wo san bisa say ye ma yetime reverse ana na yisuru se nipa na say wo ye adwane but we bia na nipa na ba no man chiremu e chere say oh bikura na menam kwan so amen ba traffic bi ni niema ebetimi amase bikura nipa no kumase no kokot no wonkan ekwan so bibi etimisi oko no man chiremu na to judge na suma utime etwe bench warrant ne sai
na no na hona na obeba no utime twe sai na say ji say wo twen so ma court pon ji say wontumi de no do na okoduru ho no e kame ye so don re ba ko ne fa echi ansa no mo sign a reverse
I won't say Nina na make us a judge in the discretion. So Ena over Biokrana court na ponkra but oba na oye application na back to the judge in notice judge need to miss sign betanase
okay
or reverse that decision na our man
yeah that's a pa what they are school ya tell me be ase papa ya me insure abusua for lawyer ansu diabo or your private legal practitioner na ye ne na di nkomo we dey bu entiase wo mu pa ma me dey so bia
why clear lawyer wa ben papa ya traka se bono do na dumje dwuma yekunu na worutu o man Ghana fofo de mpem bebere na kasa wodi di oye fango hu dwuma be kire petrol tankers na diesel tankers no mpem bebere na so wunya akwanhia ya na nyimpa bebere na wetu egudo obi di bucket obi di kufo gallon obi di nyama no de kasa so oye fango no lugu fom bi no na dumje dwuma yekunu worutu fo de oye huye papa wotum zo ye na abanche Ghana fo nje da musuba no
DO1 achek efi kasa no chemu se eya na mpepi te tanka bi ehwe ase a enipa na wonmu agi bum eba ho no efa dwenimu ene se wonmu ba behwe na eyefu ene wom no wonmu atimi adibi ko eno no kasa chem se eba sa na ha adwene papa esan se ka no ensi kwan so anante a kenya de benya nkwanhia esi kwan so anante no kire se ehyew anase eja abamu eja betimi atom abrebia eno ti se wo ye wadwene se zip warning ena wo kwakoye se wo kwakofafu ani bia na ne wo nkwa na de to asan mu sanse ja ebetimi atomu abrebia sei ana okire mu ede kokobo ema atemamufo
in Shiaza you can go into Mukowenyim as firemen time now was a friend yezbe in there or a fuel na a petrol na all concern in the petrol that you know to more explode at any given time into yaguna yezbe in there you better tackle fire. But I mean, as a safety officer, middle grounds are there. I do not over in the more should be on fire extinguisher, so that in the public, you know, one over two, a human over two assassin. I do not know public now. Mind or petrol. It didn't to me yet. And you need to look for a show fire extinguisher.
Health safety officer Odimri Katente EBPSC no ase ura Prince Charles no every JK Pagil Transport one so ekasa ya wochem one mu dwumadie potia eba se ya one mu etumika ebeye eno achi no
say our operations are very dangerous. Road transport is very dangerous. So we need to know the response of the emergency services like fire service, ambulance, and then the police, because anything can happen on the road. So we want to know, say, in the event of an emergency, how soon is the police, ambulance, and fire service is able to respond to the emergency?
Madam Audrey Buafo, a member no every oil marketing company, one also the futu matimemufo, first sequence bisi akwan omufasho attack driver no.
Set no the way at memufo no the community people they rush towards the scene. I'm not sure they would have even considered saying driver was unconscious. They would still have beaten him up. Into me make concern pan the hell. I dey educate one na one community num there say akwenshi well but to akwenshi be the man and na be the missa. They should exercise patience. They shouldn't rush towards the driver just to assault the driver because he has victimized someone or he has caused an accident. They should look for ways they can help the situation rather than rushing on the casualty and on the driver to assist.
Ghana National Tailors and Dressmakers Association here ya de pamfo ekuonye nkrabata ewe timetimu pani a woda no se chair lady Rosina osejemfo a wode ato aban anim ese yesu sumbodi anu osumkodu enanya abronko na dokronko nto besra aban the free SHS wo we ya yebo bi mama omako school no wonu a esu ansa no dwuma so aban mu abi obetimi bia won fampia won no so ka woman ni mpumtuo ene dacho obi wo ho a wonya dwuma na obesu anso mo wa na enyi hunti aban enso so won so mu bi.
National Tailors and Dressmakers Association the pamfo ku aka won ho abom wa Santemantem ha na won krabata hodo bebre wa Santemantem ha sei on krabata ba ako wo etimetima wo afija kwa Abre South empatam wa ye wa kwankwaja soma etosu ensia Madam Rosina osejemfu na ye chele ma etimetim krabata yi na wakasa atstone safra ban ne na daroma won na osua dwuma sene a wo bo asufuo no
yati etimetim TDA no your graduation your tosunsia your graduate enkorani na challenges ye wo nkola ne ntiti yemu no enkola ne bi wo ho a maame bi wo ho a wode ne ba eno ane sa wode na ba sade omu ko school a hwe omo no enya sa na de osua adwuma no hwe no wo school ni na ehia bibi na adwuma ni ni hia bibi a wo say school ni ni de na hia na wato adwuma ni ni asawram enti ye besra aban some wabi wo ho asa de eboa school for nkra free education no yenim se omo ahya ase de but enru ba bia omo nto aso na omo mfa bi mra ye ha se na ye nkola ne nso omo meso omo asene emfama ye kakra meka che ye nkola na omo kɔ ne se won twen se ye mo container kese ma no ansa no wa hya adwuma ase okogina kwa ho akoton nsuo anase odi fosu kogu ne nsa so na ma adwuma na ye kwa enti ye be stressa ye maye omo ko de mpa bon so ta omo achi na maamefo no enta omo achi emwa omo no omo nhye omo nkunan na omo nya adwuma no na GNTD emfantumpon ye beda ye MP so ase waya de bebre amaye last year your friend no buy afin so yes our friend won timi ama watu na bofo amamodo mo ani mo nyama ba beta ye chi ni aye kan ne say ya da na se bebre nyankopon onhira no
wona wo pon ho ni bi nso de wona no tum
Yɛde asedaka sɛ ma GNT di mpanyinfo nyinaa. Yankopɔn nhwɛ mo nkɔ so no nyɛ mo akɛseɛ.
Ɛno ma ne chopping fee ne yɛsɛ mo. Yɛnso yɛkɔ adwuma a mo ma yɛ bi na adwuma sie na fom untimi mfa kɔm nso nsua adwuma.
Sɛ adwuma na ɛden deɛ ba sɛ wotintim a wobɛtimi. Sɛ school yɛ ensa no adwuma so yɛ bebree. Ebi wɔ bɛkɔ school bɛwie no. Ɛmfa no kwesi baabi a ebi wɔ so wankɔ school ba nimdia a onim no. Ensa no adwuma unya.
Mampontin Zone Chairman Zima Ghana National Tailors and Dressmakers Association Ora Dominic Ajarena Orutu in the Adapamufono F4 Aya wondi no kwar emfama impanyufo na wan oye nhwana wode nyama bro wode wompam honi ye papa po sane de mpan bebre nara adapamfo won ka no kwar na ode da masem nyina dutugwa wa bra ebi mu akwa abisua na wa pono wono ho
Yema ye ahopon so am ne 63 adesia ne nsa dwumadi we dwumadi yedi no afibia ene nso already adom yedi ni saa but I did a ye disadvantage way say ye pa ho ntoma ma na wiase nyina hu on say won so asu adwuma po ho a enipa de won ejo koma wo mo a ayem hye ni suro bia eni ho enne mafutu akra me de ema wo mo ene say ade pa adwuma na adwuma a esombo a emfaso wo so a ebo nipa isent omo kwei omo nkoye adwuma den emfa moa na omo akasa brabo entimi ntumpa no kwasem ni atoda yetumi hye ni papi wa bonte omo asu adwuma no a omo fa nya adwuma ento bigidi ese nkla we mia na hye kan bible say ade bia wo ye bia afo ahoden enyina ye no mo fa adwuma den anya adwuma no mo ni no kure e wa adwuma no mu so be hye obi se ebrana magye a pese brada no nso no wa adwuma na wie menye se obeba no na akoya de foforo se mantimi anya na de se bebre yi ho ano etinu
abonten akopam e de agbo me bra menye burden embeda community ne so enti emaba wa na emrante na omote se ye nso na omompe adwumasua no e wose omope adwumasua na da che oma anya burden afa metu o mabusuafo eso eyesa ye ko a untimi nkobi ye ba so a untimi mbebi anya hwekra no obetimi atwitwa apam ahye wan kasa wo ho ebeya advert crackers ye e de amawo enti adwumasua ya amasua mapo me fa nhye de me de be kwa abonten apam ama amanfo so ahu se ampa me ba GNTD e wo mamponten no menso maba aba bednya nimdia soronko bi a me so me de kwa abonten akoya adwuma ekom eneme e ma me nkofa obi ade
ye de adwade mu nsam ya yensa kan eto so amamo eye SIC live pani kwanchefo da no sa managing director eye engineer Solomon Chum Berima ene odi atodwa so mo ne national service mpanifo eto kesa wo be yan hyehyɛ ya national service personnel no mpanifo betete wo mo amache so mo wi ana sese adwuma da wa ya wo be ya wo fa wani emeto aman so wo se ye bebo apa ma mabunu dodo no ani agye eye nhyehyɛ ya se wo de wadwin so abibi ana wa wo boa wo ho na watumi ahye bibi asabra wo fa wo ho enkoto aban esu
Onye entrepreneur untimi nketi wealth salary de ma wa enso da no matter what. But if you're an entrepreneur, na uketi wealth. When I for obi adwuma, and we hear calculation, we say it is say shemwa. Let me just say ya, say nebeka.
Said the abaya mebun dodo a imbrembren won awie suapon ahoro e wo man Ghana mu inya adwuma ye. Na obetimi eso won asen anya adwuma ye na nengatimi abo won abusuanti. Opani nkwankyerefo a onen na wada SIC life ano. Engineer Solomon Chumberema ene National Service Secretariat aka bonre yan hyehyɛ ahoro said the abaya wade ntitewe soronko ebe emebun a won awie sukupon ahoro no nenen aboa ma won so atimi abiebie nyuma ma won fefo na fe afoforo so atumi anya bi aye na engineer Solomon eden samahoro nyinara atugwa bre a one Oyerepa business news eretwen komo bre a wode laptops ahoro ekoche National Service Secretariat asante mantem atana kese no said the abaya won dwumadi ahoro wodi no ebetimi akonkan na opani kasa ena wode tugwa akire se imbrempren ntoma a wone NSS aka abo anon no ebeboa ye ma wɔn atimi ama adesuafo no practical training ahorow na afei mentorship sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wɔbɛma wɔn industry exposure soronko na ɛnen aboa ma wɔn akwanya sɛ wɔbɛnya adwuma ayɛ adwuma wɔ manim no atimi akɔnkan
ɛno korɛ sɛ dodoɔ no a yɛhu na no ɔkɔ school a ɔsimi wie school a ɛbɛfa adwuma mu ɛm sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ na yɛmmisa yɛn ho ne sɛ adwuma no yɛbɛfa wɔ mu no sɛ obi na pagya ayɛ o obi na kreti adwuma no ɔfa wɔ bi na mote classroom no a class of 50 100 entrepreneurs omo anyakopon de adwene mo some be entrepreneurs no uko America omo so omusua na adenti na a class of 50 yenka say okay class bia no enketi entrepreneurs 10 no omo employ omo classmates but what am just see yes analysis we are and ebe hu say ebedu ebikura no say nipa de kwesa enti if we have that entrepreneur mindset say okay class bia no enketi 10 entrepreneurs to employ 10 people that is how come we create employment and now bako bia no I say I over employment so no esay adwene ukọ adwuma na wonya adwuma ukọ na mo ye tua ukana ba fia wadwene esay your mind must work inti edu ko so ko sua de na be solve problems say nipa no kro school no na adwene no onya nsa kya say mi wia me be ye adwuma ana me be sesi adwuma afa nipa fanya say me be wie school ami aba employ me
Eningachi ena openi kwancherefo a oning na woda NSS ano ewe santiman tanyimu Mr. Emmanuel Regan Finn ekasai na oninso ekire ise wode yehye ahoro agu akwanso a wobeye practical orientation soronko edi ama personals ahoro a woba mantam no emu na enin aboa ma entrepreneurial skills ahoro a wohia ama won so timide won sa aye adwuma no won atimi ahye won den
number of people free the various tertiary institutions ba they do see entumi say omuyina ebetumi enya ejuma prekope and services so no ye prepare nkwala no towards the word of God na so be free obewie service na nimpa ne tifie na onya hwea mfaso be no even adesuande obenya free national service e kan say normally bebre ejina orientation so wa ma nimpa no orientation ana wa ma ntete a obetumi de edjuma e wa bonten a eya na nepa wonimu nso ono angese hu de wonimu nti aye ne say national service nkwala ne ba na se omo start ye post omo to omo various institutions ye ba organize orientation na ye ba organize amom no it has to do with omo nsua ade a betumi amom nyensa no dwuma omo ba out of service a omo betumi aye ya ne say be no 2 times starting almost started service na ye ba bibi amom so that omo ko adwuma no no omo be hu say we na osemeye jinabie we jinesie we na osemisi se na be betumi aboa me wie service omo be wie nso yakoka omo se nomo we na ya kire mo se ne ye na betumi ayeye ama won so da atwe onye adwuma papa bi aye no omayimu
ebso na ye ka wo de Oyerepa TV Evening no nsia kese bo na erehwe bra ye due yerdan ye no ho akaje aboafo nkrato ya ba ye ba agudi mu nsam wotodo yinge sam ye bebrom na ye bo wie kese bo no wo amana ndi nsam no Yan Yerbasisia.
Anyway, Yamuajo na Yamuakwa, the Edison, agudi mu nsem tefa ewo kase nom ena yede esum wo nsem doso de disefata sahwe na otie ena yede esum ene anwumre sports lawyer ne the only sports lawyer in Ghana football government communications minister honorable Felix Ofosu-Kwakye ena ede etudwa se ono de sika de ma blasters no nkenya ne equal nanka Black Queens no so yemfa saa emom.
Well, that would be quite unfortunate. I think that we need to treat all our athletes equally, irrespective of gender. I mean, I even hold a view. It may be controversial, but I think that we should be paying equal wages to both men and women athletes. I don't see why men should be paid higher than women. That in itself is a difficulty. Delays are not desirable, of course, and I think that we should take steps going forward to ensure that it does not recur. Sometimes these hitches occur. But I am grateful, I am gratified that efforts are underway to resolve it quickly so that they can return to the field to play and bring us honor.
Yanko Nations FC, Omasye Anopano, ye catch us Nations and Frimpong Manso, former coach, Emma Bofakwatano, Nano Ko Bibiani Koji League, Emomo, Bibiani Fono, Ebonenasi to Minoka say Nations FC, or say we are delighted to announce the appointment of Frimpong Manso as head coach and Abuaje da Costa as his assistant. So, already 2 years with Nations. The next 2 years, CDA, Okoye Juma, ama Nations FC. Paul Merson, a legend. Na obo Arsenal team number so, and Ochem say Arsenal. Nemana omoye no echese English Premier League, omo betimaje.
Wayne Rooney has spoken on his podcast this week saying that if Arsenal don't win the title this season, Mikel Arteta could be shown the door. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't.
If they don't win something?
It all depends how it happens, doesn't it? I mean, if they go and get 90-odd points and then they get picked and they got 90 points and then you go, well, what can you do, really? Champions League, you might get in the final or the semi-final, goalkeeper comes out, someone goes round and ref gives a sending off. There's ways of losing. There's ways of losing titles and ways of losing games. People forget. 5 years ago, Arsenal were just also runs. They were also runs. They turned up at the start of the season, had no chance of winning the league, and they had to sweat on getting in the top four to get Champions League, and they had to sweat on that. They are massive players in the Premier League, and that's because of Mikel Arteta, what he's done there. He's got a team together, and he's worked with whoever's come in as a sporting director, and they built a team very quietly. They've got 2 players in every position. I don't believe that. I think if they don't win it this season, I don't think that will be the case. Oh, it's the manager. You'd have to look at the players as well then for me. So, yeah.
Enzo Maresca, a manager, Emma Chelsea. Or say, Adia Chelsea here, see a consistency, say, consistent with the performance.
You need consistency if you wanna have a good season. After 4 wins in a row, unfortunately we draw points against Sunderland. But now we move on and we focus about tomorrow again.
That is all for sports, and then you may sports lawyer near the only sports lawyer in Ghana football. And I'm in Tifo Eba Nafi or the energy dear Cassie Atwaso.
Alice Mama Joe Emamu Akwaba Eba energy dear Cassie so. Medida na nama in Tifo. And you to need daddy lumba when the baby called ne ye won't track her. A year air chance, some no aquapium Kumasi High Court no. And then so court for whom assetnama nam so Odobroni a lawyer hababonti obechemu se enyamiadum omotumi abo injunction a denka madam Akosua Sewa na samami Akosua Sewa a lawyer for ekwakwaje e de ato iyere so no omotumi abo sa injunction no ato egu.
So that is the good news that we have currently.
Nenuechi na mami Akosua Sewa nso so a lawyer eba abonti ono nso so ebechire mu se omo de enye se ebia nyanhye bi na omo gye de ato eye nso keke na mum omo asem ni na so omo yam sapon ni nyina ene se yempene so na so court makwan mami Akosua Sewa fosu ono nkwan ye nipa
obeye kuneni nti lawyer William Kusi a Dominion Chambers aka lawyer Mfimfri aka lawyer Tutujegu ode nansam etudwa.
Ebusha yama ya no ho akwaba na yama wie kasebon wo amahoro dinsem na mjuru kope Jamaica manam na nkrofo reba chiremu a mframa mumuntum ehum dzendzendzen paaze che reba in the ho na wo hwe ewum na ne mu insam rebo kokode obotum dze onyine aba oye Jamaica manam yie pa.
Enyimzifu chirem de Jamaica man na bakwasa muinara baya 174 years ago eyi hurricane Melissa nye ewuma na anu yezena abasa omanen aturenchemi asenzema pi wo Jamaica man Kenson na mbia aropi mu Jamaica Prime Minister Ora Andrew Holness abeka abokokode mframa mananu yezen pa ye ziechira oreba na osusu de obese adana horo akwan bridges drains ports na airport inara obese nzema rupi wo ho nti wada hono hodo na orenye mframa nkwoti nsuyiri so beka ho bi
ya demo ko Kenya maimu na plane ya esu akwantufo mo konsahwe ewo Kenya emaimu amane ayensa ka kiremu a wo mo poso fam wo baabi chese akwati ahwe enipa du yo mo ye Europe fo na ahwe wo mo nkwa ma Kenya ni ba ko ye pilot a wo twi plane no they say wo mo nyina kan na obia ankasa.
Kenyan Civil Aviation Authority Ashra Menzeni Mude na rimhien ni fidiani Robertson akọ Mara Game Park na rehusemi si wabra na wabo enyimre no num mpemu enkano kwadichrem de enyipa du bia ko na wati rimhien num a honu awotwe ye hungry fo na ebien so ye Germany fo a Kenyan pilot na ruchu rimhien Mombasa Air Safari rimhien ye wone ze so ze ya konsem ama ebusua wa hwede wona de hye ejinado ze atugwade Sara Honda June Kasepa Rain Day, Oberpiamwa Ama Ebusia, Alisha Wash one unkwan ifrim. Nina Ramun, Impaying fours in Fishum Egua Quanum Rushaza, Osia, Oma Okofa at Yenchemi by. Now so and you miss the food beast today, na rimunje.
Ya de Casabona si ya Sedema Express Group was 5 months and bedino, ticketing one shisha in your bayamo, pesa wo kɔtɔ visit ana kosua de a omo ye to fill gmat ene ne keka ho nya ilet nyina omo ye bi wo ho ye omo be kyerɛ wade na mo wetimi akɔtwa atwa na wakosua de akwantu omo nsɛm bi ɔde wo be kontam so krata asɛm nyina so bedi mu e de ama wo omo won kran omo wo sunya ne tamale takrade na Kumasi ha no asafo labor runabout omo abro sign wo ho na wo be just construction wo edum so a omo e wo ho God FM na da no frɛ no wo 055555 0067 0555550067.
Promise ba ye bia bia mbiduro ahoro a FDA waje atomugo oboboy boost wo immune na ja so Oyerepa ye papa enti no edum ye benmata dis asafon Bosheba Plaza Bosanda no Oyerepa FM ye wo ha na promise ba ye wo frɛ na beje mbiduro biara oboboy 0535544681 na beje wo na oban nkane hunyamaja electrical gadget home appliances today oye Bosheba electricals solar and standing a fan and a rechargeable fan ani nara ebenye bi as low as 170 Ghana cedis ebenye bi papa friend na beje wo 0536095966
ye de kase bonasi medi e de mame efia nyako papa bi na
Uncle Ebo Baini
ya da masema mmoni sha ade na
Oyerepa TV Evening.